Well, this week, a Kansas woman will be executed for murdering a pregnant Missouri mother and kidnapping her unborn baby girl. Now, this happened in Skidmore, Missouri 16 years ago. Attention now shifts to Indiana, where Lisa Montgomery awaits federal execution. KCTV5's investigative reporter Angie Racono looks back on what led us to this.
Good morning to you. It is 5 o'clock on this Friday, December 17th. A shocking story out of Skidmore, Missouri, where a young expectant mother is dead.
Sometime yesterday, investigators say someone murdered that mother.
In 2004, Bobby Jo Stinnett was strangled inside her Skidmore, Missouri home. Her unborn baby was cut from her stomach.
An infant girl was brought to Stormont Vale Hospital in Topeka.
The baby girl was later found almost 3 hours away in Melbourne, Kansas.
The talk on this night centered on the house just south of town, Lisa Montgomery's house.
Lisa Montgomery admits she did it. She went on trial and was convicted for murder and kidnapping. Montgomery has grabbed nationwide attention because she'll be the first woman to be executed at the federal level in almost 70 years. It's interesting to note the last female federal execution stemmed from a Kansas City crime. A 6-year-old was kidnapped from his school and murdered. Bonnie Heedy died in the gas chamber.
She just was slowly broken down to where she fell apart.
Montgomery supporters argue it's cruel and unjust to kill her due to her history. Montgomery has been diagnosed with bipolar, anxiety, PTSD, borderline personality, and psychosis. Doctors suspect traumatic brain injuries from car crashes and rapes. Testimony and old court documents back up claims of rape, torture, and neglect for almost all of her life. There are online petitions and even a song about how cruel her execution will be.
But when they tie me to the chair, will you think it's fair? Will you think it's fair then? And in the morning when it's done, will you think you've won?
What doesn't grab as much attention is the pain the Stinnett family and the community of Skidmore has endured.
This is one of those cases that haunts the investigators because we rarely see something this terrible.
They remember how awful this was. A mother murdered and a baby grew up without ever getting to know her.
Nothing about this day was typical.
It's just been really hard on everybody, and I guess everybody feels there's a better place, and Bobby is there now. So we just feel for her family and her little girl.
That baby recently celebrated her 16th birthday, which is the anniversary of her mother's brutal death. Angie Racono, KCTV5 News.
KCTV will have more reports throughout the morning leading up to a live special report tonight in our news at 10.